Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight, because we're all about the truth, right? I mean, this is the truth. Okay, here's the deal. This Rialto thing, we're in deep. This icon of entertainment, this neighborhood gathering place, this arts, God, social concern, refugee thing, this let's turn an old theater into a life-changing gathering place, this massive mess. I'll admit it, I'm in way over my head. This is way bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us, really, and trust me, it's not comfortable. And the problem is, I know how we got here, and this is no simple comfort. We dreamed a big dream, and we took a big leap. Come on in. Be prepared for an eyesore and a lot of dust. To look at it now, 81 years after it was built as a gleaming movie palace, you get the feeling you're looking through a long submerged shipwreck. To see it now gutted and waiting for new life, piles of dust waiting for burial. To see its walls melted by rain, its floors embedded with grime, its basement flooded with slime, its famous starry ceiling silently clinging to a memory, its rusting projectors standing sentinel over a dark history. I'll admit, it doesn't look like much. But if you take a look outside at the front facade, built in 1924, you can see it all. When America was brimming with life, Flappers, Houdini, George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. It was at that time that a guy named Heliotes, fresh off the boat from Greece, got the showbiz bug. Built a neighborhood movie palace, decked it out in granite carvings, ornate plaster moldings, massive fire-breathing projectors spilled out entertainment every night, the latest and greatest from Hollywood. Families gathered, friends met, you brought a date, and you lost your cares in the world for a while in the movies. This was the Rialto, the great magnet of the South Central community. You came to escape, you came to dream, you came to laugh, you came to scream in horror. This was the movies. This was the Rialto. This was one of Fort Wayne's neighborhood treasures. It was so popular that George Heliotes even remodeled and added a balcony in the 1940s, during Hollywood's golden era. He added the big marquee sign in 1952. But things changed. With the advent of television, the movie business began to lose its power. Instead of gathering only at theaters, people now gathered in front of the cool fire of the television. By 1967, the Heliotes family sold the Rialto to another owner, which tried but unsuccessfully couldn't capitalize on the exploitation and disaster films of the day. In the 1980s, things really got ugly when new owners had the bright idea to turn it into a porn theater. This icon of family entertainment was now showing smut, nasty stuff, prostitution, homemade porn films. In 1986, a legal case was built against the activities going on inside the theater and other porn theaters in town. And by 1989, the Rialto was finally closed, abandoned, and left to rot. And as you can see, well, it rotted to the core. But this is about more than just a theater. It's about the formation of a dream. Fast forward to 2001. Fellowship Missionary Church was attempting and failing to produce an original theatrical production called Auditioning Jesus. Good show, bad timing. In desperation, a small group of people began looking for other ways to stage our show. But as much as we tried, it just became clear that Fellowship isn't a theater. As much as we wanted it, it just wasn't going to happen. Then the Rialto hits. I drive by the theater, my heart skips a beat. Turns out two other people from church were interested in the same thing I was, bringing the Rialto back to life and transforming it into a new jewel of the community. Okay, we were naive, but like I said, it's really cool from the outside. The next thing we knew, we were the owners of a proud but painfully neglected old theater. And we've been working ever since, and dreaming of outreach, from a theater to an arts gallery to a community center, and now it's being designed for a new kind of immigrant, a place for the world's refugees to gather and grow. Our town is their town now. We want the Rialto to be a place of refuge, support, education, and friendship. But it can never totally be about a building. Bricks can't reach out and walls can't talk. It's about people. It's about what's inside us. Because what needs changing, updating, reframing, or renovating inside the theater, well, it needs to happen within us, too. And it turns out that the crazy ideas of a group of theater junkies just happen to be concurrent with the dreams of a pastor to refugees, and also the hopes of a local neighbor. They all coalesced. We're tearing down the rotten walls and we're beginning to renovate the Rialto from the inside out. We're inviting Fort Wayne's international community to brainstorm with us. We're reaching out to refugees with language and life skills, service projects and friendships, and even helping them find a house to call their own. And now we're at a critical juncture, hoping to occupy office space by the end of the year. But it's going to take combined time, energy, and resources of a dedicated group of volunteers who choose to live out their mission here in this community gathering place, to reach out to a world that continues to look for a place to call home, right here in Fort Wayne. It's going to take people like you. And we're asking you to be a part of the dream. One day, very soon, this place, this community center, will be a place where people find hope, find resources, find a future. We're looking for more than just casual observers. We're looking for generous-hearted people and refugees and local folk who want to be a part of something greater than themselves, part of a bigger story. We gather and we clean and we dream. The change comes slowly, but it's happening. We take it one day at a time, against big odds. Our future is certain, and our hope remains steadfast. But we look at it as a worthy challenge. It's the dream of Ellis Island. It's the hope of a new start. It's the future of amazing people from around the world. It's the improbable, the impossible, the dare we doable. It's the Rialto. Come on in. Just watch your head.